One of Vancouver's main problems is homelessness. High rents that are almost impossible to pay.
According to the latest rental price report from rentals.ca and Urbanization, the cost of renting an apartment in Canada has risen for the 6th consecutive months, with Vancouver emerging as the most expensive city for renters. In October, the average rent in Canada for a one-bedroom home was $1,906 Canadian dollars, but in Vancouver, it soared to $2,872 Canadian dollars.
It's $900 a month.
I am a 52-year-old single disabled woman. I can't rent an apartment for $900 a month. I can't. It's about affordable housing. There's not affordable housing. And if there is, there's a lack of, because why am I on the streets alone?
She says she's reached out for help.
I got a hold of a few agencies in the Vancouver local area, and there's no openings anywhere. There's just no openings.
A count in January 2020 estimated 916 people were without housing in Clark County. There are housing options provided by the city of Vancouver. There's a safe parking zone with over 50 spaces for cars and RVs at the Evergreen Transit Center. Wong parked there for a while.
And a municipal plan that is not enough to reduce homelessness in the city of Vancouver.
They're touting it as the province's latest move in trying to get a swelling homeless situation under control.
Now, it's important to remember this is just one step in a longer-term plan to address homelessness and help people move out of unsafe encampments.
90 units in 2 one-level buildings are expected to be built early next year and be in place for at least 3 years. BC Housing provides the money, $6.9 million, and the city provides the land.
It's temporary and it's coming here quick. It should be in place by March.
The buildings will be located at 1500 Main Street in Mount Pleasant and 2132 Ash Street in the Olympic Village area. The transition process will work like this. As more people in shelters move into the units, shelter spaces will be available for people wanting to shift from the encampments. Premier Eby says putting groups of people from encampments into hotels purchased by the province for housing isn't the best solution.
You can have really bad outcomes that come from that. So getting people from encampments into a dignified shelter where we get to know them, where they can stabilize, where we get to know where their needs are, and then from there find good housing for them that matches their needs.
Housing Minister Ravi Kahlon says he's in conversations with mayors in BC about similar short-term solutions while permanent housing is being built.
Mayors across the region, although we're talking about Vancouver today, we need all community partners in the region to step up and play a role. And so far I've gotten commitments from everyone and all types of housing.
The province estimates 475 people are living on Vancouver streets. This advocate says it's a good first step in a crisis situation.
We've seen a lot of them, they've been going for years now, so they're good housing for people. Anything but the streets is really important right now.
As for funding housing efforts, the Premier says there is a budget surplus and money available. Mira Baines, CBC News, Vancouver.
The objective of the Temporary Houses program is to reduce the number of homeless people in the city. But the result was the opposite, since each year the number of homeless people continued to increase.
4821 is an increase, about a 32% increase. So as a raw number, that's certainly the biggest single increase, but that only tells part of the story. In 2020, the number is 3634. Indigenous community comprises 2.4% of the population in the Metro Vancouver area, and with 33% of the count, that's 14 times Indigenous people are overrepresented in that count.
All communities saw an increase, and this is the first time that all communities saw this increase. Delta, Richmond, and Tri-Cities had the most significant percentage change.
Therefore, the city of Vancouver will have to do something before it becomes an impossible city to live in.
News.